Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept that is called food chain. The food chain is very important. The food acts as a fuel to provide energy to do work. You know very well, food is the most important fuel to do work. It's true for all living organisms. Without food, there is no energy. In any given ecosystem, all living organisms are linked in a systematic chain. All living organisms linked a systematic chain, okay, with respect to their mode of manufacturing food, feeding habits. So the interaction among various components of the environment involves flow of energy from one component of the ecosystem to another component. In grassland ecosystem, for example, you see all grass plants are herbs, shrubs, trees are producers. These are autotrophs, manufacture their food by utilizing radiant energy. So you know very well by the process of what you call photosynthesis. During the photosynthesis, the producers capture solar energy. Okay, very important. Convert into chemical energy. You know very well photosynthesis. The herbivores are subsequently eaten about by flesh eating animals. Next, carnivores. The carnivores are eaten by large carnivores. Okay, like that, all organisms are interlinked in a definite sequence and involve transfer of energy from producers onwards to the last link of the chain. So, how can you define this food chain? The sequential interlinking of organisms involving transfer of food energy from the producers through a series of organisms with repeated eating and being eaten is called food chain. For example, is the sun. Sun to what is going on? The producers taking the sun energy, solar energy. Autotrophs to herbivores, primary consumers. Herbivores to primary carnivores, secondary consumers. Secondary carnivores, primary carnivores, tertiary consumers, quaternary consumers. You know, primary autotrophs, herbivores, primary carnivores, secondary carnivores, tertiary carnivores. Means producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, quaternary consumers. When this all dead, decay producers again the decay and the decomposers will make the raw materials for what? The autotrophs. So like this, nutritional relationship among the different biotic components of an ecosystem will be there. What is the food chain? The sequential interlinking of organisms involving transfer of food energy from the producers through a series of organisms with repeated eating and being eaten is called food chain. So series of organisms repeatedly, this one eaten by this one eaten by this one eaten by this eaten by this eaten by this eaten by this eaten by this, like this. So being eaten is called the food chain. So the transfer of food energy is going on. So this is a very important. So last, decaying also, decay producers by decomposers also, the decayed matter will go to soil, again that will utilize it by the autotrophs. It's a cyclic manner, that is called food chain. Next, trophic levels. What are the trophic levels? The various steps representing organisms. The various steps representing organisms in a food chain at which the transfer of food and energy takes place are called trophic levels. What I am saying should observe very carefully. The various steps representing organisms in a food chain at which the transfer of energy takes place are called trophic levels. For example, plants, first trophic level. Carnivores, second trophic levels. Top carnivores, what you called large trophic levels in eagles, tigers, like that. So grass, first trophic level. Insect, second trophic level. Frog, third trophic level. Snake, fourth. Eagle, five. Like that, the trophic levels are there. So, what I am telling, observe very carefully. The herbivores are the primary consumers from the second trophic level. First trophic level, what? Grass. So, grass is eaten by primary consumers, right? So, the insect is second trophic level. So, herbivores are the primary consumers from the second trophic level. Rat, rabbit, deer, goat. Carnivores means third trophic level. Snake, lizard, frog. Large top carnivores You know very well, topest position in the given thing. What you called eagle, lion, such kind of things are called top carnivores. So first, what you called first tropic level plants, second tropic level carnivores, top carnivores, large tropic what you call levels, eagles and tigers. So first grass, insect, frog, snake, eagle, like that. There will be a different what you called tropic levels are there. So you should have to remember the tropic levels like a pyramids, energy pyramids. You know very well. See what the primary producers like this, like this, like this, like this. So producers, consumers, secondary consumers, and so this is called energy pyramids. Tropic levels. This is a tropic level. Okay. So now, what are the important points to remember in this tropic level, and how many types of what you call food chains are there? Length of the food chains also we will be discuss. Okay. Now observe very carefully. So plant and elephant. Plant eaten by elephant, only two-step food chain. Grass eaten by deer, deer eaten by tiger, three-step food chain. Grass, grasshopper, snake, frog, okay, and sorry, grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, eagle, five-step food chain. Grass, rabbit, wildcat, tiger, four-step food chain. And plants, aquatic insects, small fish, fish eating, this is called again four-step. Like this, there will be length also there in the, but some food chains are two-step food chain, three-step food chain, four-step food chain, five-step food chain also will be there, depend upon the ecosystem. Okay, so now characteristics of the food chain. This is important. So length of the food chain means what? Suppose plant, elephant, that's it. Two-step. Only plants are eaten by elephant. That's it. That is called two-step food chain. And grass eaten by deer, deer eaten by tiger. So three-step food chain. Grass, grasshopper, snake, frog, snake, eagle. So five are there. That's called five-step food chain. So like that, four-step food chain, three-step, like depend upon the number of organisms involving in the sense that will be length also will be like depend on those involvement. Okay, so two-step means plant and elephant. That's it. Three-step food chain means grass, deer, tiger. Three. Four, five-step means grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, eagle. How many? Five. So like that, one step, two step, three step, four step, like that food chain length also will be there. Next, important points to remember. What are the important steps to remember about the food chain? That is the most important thing. So important steps to remember in the food chain we are discussing. So a food chain involved a nutritive interaction between the living organisms of an ecosystem. Nutritive interactions. Which one? Nutritive interactions in the biotic components. In the food chain there is a occurs repeated eating. Each group eats the other group subsequently eaten by some other group. One group eats something that is eaten by another group. So it will be interactions will be there in the food chain. Means for example, grass eaten by insect, insect eaten by frog. So eaten. This is a important. There occurs repeated eating. Each group eats the other group. So this group eats the other group. This group eats the other group. Like that, one group will be eaten by another group. A food chain is always straight. A food chain is always straight. Producers to, no, come on, consumers to, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, top consumers. Always straight line will be there in the food chain. So that is important. So you know, plant, rabbit, eagle. Plant, rat, eagle. Plant, rat, snake. Straight line. Next, 3 or 4 tropic levels will be there. At each transfer, generally 80% of energy is lost heat. This is important. So one more important point. Usually there are 3 or 4 tropic levels in the food chain. In food chain there may be maximum 5 tropic levels. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the maximum. Okay. Maximum 5 is there. Minimum how many are there? 4 are there. 3 or 4. So one prime producers, one trophic level, primary consumer, second trophic level, secondary consumers, okay, secondary consumer, what you call trophic level. Like that, depend upon what you call the trophic levels, there will be what you call food chains are there. So here in the always food chain have how many? 3 or 4 trophic levels. 3 or 4 trophic levels are there in each food chain. Next, some organisms are omnivores. They occupy different trophic positions in different food chains. So omnivores, what about the position? Different food chains, different trophic levels. Omnivores, we can't say a fixed one. Maybe between the tertiary consumers or secondary consumers, or it between the secondary consumers or producers. So like that, the omnivores will occupy the different trophic levels in the different food chains. Omnivores occupies the different trophic levels in the different food chains. Next, another important one. At each transfer, generally 80 to 90% of energy is lost. From here to see grass to insect, 80 to 90% energy is lost. Insect to frog, energy lost. Frog to snake, energy lost. Snake to eagle, energy lost. So that is a very, very important. Each transfer, generally 80 to 90% of energy is lost as a heat in accordance with the second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics, heat will be lost while transferring from one form to another form. So another generation, another level. So same thing happen in the while transferring one level to another trophic level, the energy loss will be takes place. Next, biomagnification. For example, biomagnification means it's a very, very dangerous concept. An interesting feature of food chain is some of the harmful non-biodegradable like pesticides, DDT, heavy metals, mercury, arsenic, cadmium, they are non-biodegradable chemicals. So what they will do, enter the bodies of organisms through the food chains and go on concentrating to each trophic level. See now, for example, water, this much very less by what you called the DDT, 2 ppm. But if we eat the water water taken by the zooplanktons, so increase it the which one? The DDT concentration. At the same time, zooplankton to small fishes, 240 ppm. Large fishes, okay, fish eating. So at last humans, too much what you called the DDT will be accumulate. So what's going on, increasing or not? So the DDT level from one trophic level to another trophic level or one in the food chain, what is going on? Primary consumer to secondary consumer to tertiary consumer, top level consumers, the DDT level is accumulating and increasing the concentration. That process is only called, that phenomenon is called biomagnification. For example, food chain over pond, river, lake, the water consists of small amount of what you call harmful chemicals, 0.02 ppm. Now water is consumed by which one? Zooplanktons. So zooplanktons 5 ppm. What is going on? Accumulation is going on. Then fish feeding, then accumulate 240. Like that, there will be accumulation is going on. This process called what you call last, where top level carnivores, humans have maximum amount of that harmful chemicals that is very dangerous to the humans. That problem is called biomagnification. What you called? Biomagnification. Then come to food web. What you called? Food web. Network of food chains which become interconnected at various trophic levels. We called network of food chain which becomes interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections. What you called? Network of food chain. See, one food chain, food, plant, rabbit, eagle, plant, rat, snake, plant, rat, eagle. Connection is there or not? Plant, bird, eagle, plant, grasshopper, frog, snake, eagle. Like this, network, very important point. This is network of food chains which become interconnected at various trophic levels. See, interconnection is there or not? So network of food chains which become interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections among us different organisms of a biotic community is called food web. See how the food web, plant, rabbit, eagle, plant, rat, again eagle, plant, bird, eagle, plant, rat, snake, snake again eagle. So interconnection is there. So different food chains interconnection only, network of food chains which become interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections among different organisms of a biotic community. It will be called what is called the food web. So like this, for example, a figure shows it, see, rat may be consumed with snake or eagle. Rat may be consumed with snake or eagle. Understand on it? Or now frog. Okay, same at the same time you say frog. Grasshopper may be consumed by frog and eagle. Grasshopper may be frog or eagle. So like that, there will be food webs are there, network of food chains, okay, which become interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections among different organisms of a biotic community will be there. That is called food web. Okay, children. So like this, food webs are there, food chains are there. The characteristics of food chains, what are the food chain completely consists of biotic components interactions. Always right. Minimum 3 to 4 trophic levels. Almost omnivores means they will occupy different trophic levels in different food chains. At each transfer, 80 to 90% of energy is lost. That follows the second law of thermodynamics, biomagnification. So it will be the concentration of the non-degradable substances will be accumulated. That is called biomagnification. So trophic levels, plant first energy. How first trophic level have more energy, then less energy. So it's going on reducing up to going to the top level carnivores. The energy level will be reduced. Okay. So what is the food chain? Sun energy first autotrophs. What is the food chain? How can you define the food chain? The sequential interlinking of organisms involving transfer of food energy from the producers through a series of organisms with the repeated eating and being eaten is called the food chain. So this one is eaten by this one. Autotrophs eaten by herbivores. Herbivores means primary consumers. Herbivores eaten by primary carnivores. They are called secondary consumers. Primary carnivores eaten by secondary carnivores. They are tertiary consumers. Secondary carnivores eaten by top carnivores. That are quaternary consumers. Like this, the sequential interlinking of organisms involving transfer of food energy from the producers through a series of organisms with repeated eating and being eaten is called the food chain. Here decomposers, they will decay the dead bodies and again the soil, raw materials will added to the soil, again that raw material utilized by the producers. It's a cyclic process. That's why it is called food chain. So trophic levels, always produce primary trophic level have more energy. Always large trophic level have less energy. You know that is the second law of thermodynamics because heat loss will be there. 80 to 90% of energy is lost. So there is a continuous transfer of energy from one trophic level to the next in the food chain. The flow of energy is unidirectional. The flow of energy is which one? Unidirectional. That is a very, very important point. Next, another important, what is the law of, and at each transfer, generally 80 to 90% energy is lost. 80 to 90% of energy is lost. That is indicates which one? The second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. See, here to here energy is losing. Grass to insect, insect to frog, frog to snake, snake to eagle. So energy lossage will be there while each trophic level to another trophic level while the energy transferring time. So like this, food chain is there, trophic levels are there, characteristics of length of food chains. Length of food chain means 2-step food chain, plant and elephant. 3-step food chain, grass, deer, tiger. 5-step food chain, grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, eagle. And 5-step food, like that 4-step food chain also will be there. So that will be depend upon the ecosystem, what you call organisms involving in that food chain. So 3-step food chain, 2-step food chain, 5-step food chain, 4-step food chain, like that different steps of food chains are there in our what you called in the food ecosystem. So these are the characteristics of food chains, biomagnification and food web. Food web means just network of food chains interconnected. Like this concepts are there. In the next class we will be discuss about the characteristics of food web. Okay, characteristics of food webs and flow of energy in ecosystem. Okay, characteristics of energy transfer. Okay, percentage law, 10% law, like that. There will be concepts are there. That one we will be discussing in the next class.